said, I'm going Chairman 10. I'm not going to let the excuses obtain me. I'm not going to let the procrastinations stop me from being gay. When I made that decision to really go out there and say, I'm going to go chairman in this company, that's when it happened. And that's what I want to make sure after this call that is going to happen. I want you guys to be fired up. You see, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm not a motivating speaker. That's not what I am. I'm here to lead you to success. I'm here to be that person to guide you to success. So I need to make sure that after this call, I give you guys that proper launch so you guys can go chairman in the next 2 to 3 months. Because I don't want to see you guys at chairman in 6 months, in 12 months. I want to see you at chairman in the next 60 to 90 days. There's people that are coming into this. A chairman 25 broke out in 65 days. 65 days. A chairman 25 broke out of this platform. So you see, God didn't make anybody else different than everyone else, or your high power, whatever you believe in, right? You see, if you're God's highest form of creation, right, you're just as good as everybody else. You're just as good as Alex Morton. You're just as good as David Amanite. You're God's highest form of creation. So just because this individual went chairman 25 in 65 days, 65 days, that's 2 months. 2 months in the business making $25,000 a month. That is insane. That is, I wouldn't even say crazy anymore. I would say normal. And you guys have the same potential. You guys have the same gifts that God gave him for you to go out there and hit chairman 25 in the next 65 days. How is that going to happen? Is by having that decision and saying, I'm officially going to launch this business. I'm not going to take this business lightly. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to have my blindfolds on, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go chairman in the next 60 days. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start off the launch. Obviously, I heard Wahab said note takers are money makers. Make sure you're taking notes. I remember when someone was making more money than me, I was always taking notes. I took out my notebook, I took out my blue pen, and I took notes on whatever he said because I wanted exactly what that individual had. So if you want to go chairman 10, right, I would not take notes on your iPhone. I would take notes on a notebook and a blue pen to make sure that after this call, you officially give it the launch to chairman 10. So guys, starting off this launch, I'm just going to go into like a little mindset journey really quick before I start the launch, because it's very important to understand, you've now coming into this business, you're an entrepreneur, right? You're not a customer, you're not I would say employee. You're a entrepreneur now. You're a entrepreneur. You're a business owner. That's what you guys are coming into this platform. That's the type of mentality that you guys need to have, is having that business owner and entrepreneur mindset. And why do I say that? It's because a lot of people, you see, when they come into this business, most people don't get it right. The right thing to understand is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, right? You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And a lot of people come into this business thinking they need to, I need help on this. I know you're a business owner now. It's time for you to take responsibility. It's time for you to say, I'm going to do the right actions every single day. And as a business owner, right, a lot of people don't understand that you got to get out of that. You see that clocking in mindset, that employee mindset, that mindset, that mentality needs to go, right? You're now an entrepreneur. You're opening up your own business, right? It's like, how would you treat a business right now if you were to open up a restaurant? Let's say you were to open up a restaurant and you invested $100,000 into that restaurant. How would you treat that restaurant every single day? Would you show up? Would you have the right employees? Would you have the right people? Would you have the right food? Would you have the right equipment? How would you treat that business if you had $100,000 investment in that business? Well, it's the same thing right here. You see, just because this business is $325 doesn't mean you don't treat it the right way. I want you to treat this business like if you invested $100,000 dollars into this business. Treat it like a real business, and it'll pay you like a real income. Listen to that. Treat this like a real fucking business, and it'll pay you like a real income. I remember when I came into this platform, I was willing to sacrifice sleep. I was willing to sacrifice being with my friends. I was willing to sacrificing certain people out of my life because I wanted to create that new life in my life. I wanted a new income. I wanted a new me. I wanted new results. I wanted new friends. I wanted a new circle. I wanted to get around successful people. You have to give up in order to go up. And that's why I love this business so much, because I was able to truly understand that. I was able to truly say, now I'm a business owner. Now I'm an entrepreneur. Now I have a responsibility. Now you're a business owner, so treat it like a real business. And that's something that I just like to, start off these launch calls with, because a lot of people, when we explain the cash flow quadrant, they see the information, but they don't understand the information. They listen to the information, but they don't understand the information. Because once you understand the information, that's what's going to help you go out there and create the right actions to become a Chairman 10, to become a Chairman 25, to become a Chairman 100, to become a Chairman Elite. It's the same exact thing. So, I'm going to start off this launch with simply just going over your why. And in your notebook and pen, what I want you guys to do is to go out there and I want you to write down, launch on the top of your paper. And under that launch, I want you to number it a number 1, and I want you to put why question mark. A why and question mark. And what I want you guys to do right now is I want you to go ahead and write down 3 to 5 reasons why you're doing this business. And you see, you can have the materialistic type of things. You can have, obviously the Ferrari, the exotic car. You can have the new condo, the new apartment. Like, why is it that you started this business? But you see, what I really want you to do is after you write down those 3 to 4 reasons why, I want you to go ahead and write down the most important why. And that's the emotional why. You see, if you look at what why stands for, it stands for what hurts you. What's that emotional why that carries you every single day? You see, your why should never be about you. It should always be about someone else. It needs to be so emotional that it should make you want to cry. It should be something where you think of that why and it stings in the middle of your stomach. It stings in the middle of your chest because you haven't gone out there and accomplished that why. Your why should make you want to wake up earlier in the mornings. Your why should make you want to stay up later at night. I want to know that emotional why. Miss Big E wants to know that emotional why. Wahab wants to know that emotional why. Because you see, at your job, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're gonna get fired. But if you don't do what you're supposed to do here, you're just letting down on your why. And if your why is strong enough, you'll never quit. If your why is strong enough, you'll never let yourself down. You can quit on yourself, but you'll never quit on your why. You'll never quit on not retiring your mom. You'll never quit on going out there and not helping your parents financially. You'll never quit and go out there and not help your parents with bills that they have to pay, or maybe helping them become financially free. I want you to figure out, I want you to identify what's that reason why that you guys are doing this business. What's that emotional why that carries you every single day? What's that emotional why that every time you think about it, it truly hurts you deep inside? It truly gives you this feeling where you want to go out there and accomplish this why. It's good to have the materialistic type of whys. But you see, I always let my mentor know, and what I want you guys to do is after this call, I want you to call Big E. And I want you guys to let him know what your why is. Not the 1, 2, 3, 4 reasons why. you're doing the business, but the emotional why. The why that counts. The why that's going to keep you up even throughout the tough times. Because if your why is strong enough, guys, like I said, when procrastination comes, when laziness comes, when obstacles come, when people tell you no, when people quitting your business, if your why is strong enough, it's going to keep you going. It's going to keep you strong. My why was super strong, and that's what kept me going. You see, going chairman, there's going to be challenges that come your way. There's going to be people that come your way that are going to try to stop you from being great. There's going to be the enemy that's going to say, hey, maybe this is not for you. But if your why is strong, it's going to keep you up every single day. It's going to keep you going every single day. And that's something that you guys need to figure out within yourself. But more importantly, is to go out there and let your mentor know what your why is. The reason why my mentor knows my why is because it's going to get tough in this business. It's not easy. It's simple. If you're teachable and coachable and you submit to your mentors, you're going to be able to get to where it is that you want to go. But are there going to be challenges? Of course. Are there going to be tough moments? Of course. It's part of any entrepreneurship business. But you see, your mentor will never leave you where you're currently at right now. Your mentor will always push you. Your mentor will always want the best for you. And if your mentor knows your why, he can say, hey, man, you're slacking off. Hey, man, I don't know why you're waking up at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's not how you're going to accomplish your why. Hey, man, you didn't show up. Why didn't you show up on the call? That's not how you're going to get to chairman. Hey, man, why aren't you taking notes? That's not how you're going to accomplish your why. So you need to make sure that after this call, your personal mentor, Mr. Big E, Mr. Wahab, they know your strong why. They know that every time they mention it to you, it's going to tick you and it's going to wake your ass up. It's going to say, I'm tired of being sick and tired, and I need to go out there and make this thing happen. Because if I didn't have a strong enough why, I'm telling you right now, I could have quit 100 times. I could have quit in the past 365 days that I've been in this business. But look where I'm at now. Was it worth it? Fuck yes. Would it be worth it for you? 100%. Will you be able to buy a 5-bedroom house? 100%. Would you be able to make 10 grand a fucking month? 100%. Will you be able to make 25 bands a month? 100%. Tell me one business right now where you can invest $325. $325. And it can pay you $10,000 a month. Let me know right now and I'll join it. But if you take this serious, it can pay you that. It can do that for you. It can show you how to accomplish your why. It can show you how to retire your mom. It can show you how to travel the world. It can show you how to buy the car that you've always wanted to buy. I'm not the biggest type of materialistic type of guy. I don't wear the Gucci. I mean, I have it and stuff like that, but I don't flex it. Why? Because this means, like, helping other people means a lot more to me. Investing into my team means a lot more for me. My team is part of my why. So I make sure my team is good before I'm good. So identify that reason why and let your mentor know. Let your mentor know what your why is. Second thing I'm going to go over, number 2, is your goals. Is your goals. So we're going to set goals now. But before we even go out there and we set goals, I want you guys to know how to properly set goals. I want you guys to know how to properly set goals. Because the problem with a lot of people and the difference between successful people, wealthy people, and poor people is just wealthy people know how to set goals. If you don't know how to set goals, you're never going to get to them. Without having a goal, it's like not having a GPS and you wanting to drive from Miami, Florida to Nashville, Tennessee, and without that GPS, how the hell are you gonna get there? You want to get to Chairman 10? Well, you setting goals is how you're gonna get there. It's what's gonna uplift you every single day. Goals are just energy. You look at your goals every single day, you're gonna vibrate at the level of your goals. You're going to speak at the level of your goal. I don't work to my goals. I grow towards my goals every single day. Success is not you getting to the goal. Success is you moving towards the goal. But if you don't know how to set goals, you'll never move towards it. You'll never grow into them. So the first step in setting goals is writing it down on paper as if it's already done. Writing it down on paper as if it's already done. The second step in setting goals is having a date of completion. If you don't have a date of completion, it's not a goal and it's just a wish. So I want to set a 7-day goal with you guys. I'm going to use an example, and then you can determine what your goal is going to be in 7 days. It could be Platinum 150, which is 3 personal enrolled people. It can be Platinum 600, which is you getting 3 and helping them get their 3. That's 12 people. Or it can be Platinum 1000. I went Platinum 1000 my first 7 days. My first 7 days, I went Platinum 1000. Why? It's because I launched this business. I didn't just join. Platinum 1000 is 12, 12, 6. 12 in your first line, 12 in your second line, 6 in your last. That's 30 people. If you don't know the compensation plan, by the back of your head, by the back of your mind, you need to go on YouTube University, and you need to type in, I have mastery compensation plan, and you need to master the compensation plan. Because if you don't know the compensation plan, you're never going to get there. I made sure if I was going to build this and I was going to launch it, I knew it by the back of my mind. Platinum 150, 3 people. Platinum 600, 12 people. How do you go Platinum 600? Help 3 get 3. Platinum 1000 is 30 people. Right? So I'm going to use Platinum 1000 as a 7-day goal. You can choose a realistic goal. If Platinum 1000 is not a realistic goal for you, don't do it. Don't pick it. If Platinum 600 is a realistic goal for you, pick Platinum 600. But pick a realistic goal that you know you can achieve. So, 7-day goal is this. This is how you set a 7-day goal. I'm going to use Platinum 1000 as an example. I am, and I want you guys to write it down. This is your goal. Not my goal. This is your goal. You're going to set your own goal. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that impacted 30 lives. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that impacted 30 lives and now a Platinum 1000 in I Am Mastery Academy by June 17th, 2020.
Thank you.
Thank you, God. I believe it's done. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that impacted 30 lives and now a Platinum 1000 in I Am Mastery Academy by June 17, 2020. Thank you, God. I believe it's done. You always set goals as if they're already done. It's done. Once you write it down on paper, it's already done in the spiritual world. And all you're going to do is you're just going to move and move towards your goals until it's done in the physical world. It's done in the spiritual. Now you just got to make sure you work towards your goals, take the actions to get it done through the physical. Now, the next goal you're going to set is a 30-day goal. A realistic goal for 30 days is either Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000. If you tell me Platinum 600, you're just settling for 2 less. A realistic goal for a 30-day goal after this launch is Platinum 1000 or Platinum 2000. If you don't know Platinum 2000, it's 75 people, which is 30 in your first leg, 30 in your second, and 15 in your last. That's 75. So how are you going to set the goal? The same way that we set the 7-day goal. I'll use Platinum 2000 now as an example. I am so happy and grateful now that I am the leader that impacted 75 lives, and now a Platinum 2000 in I Am Mastery Academy by July 10th, 2020. Thank you, God. I believe it's done. That's a 30-day goal. And the last goal that you want to set is very simple. It's an 18-month goal. An 18-month goal. And all this goal is a commitment goal. It's not a rank goal. It's you telling yourself you're going to commit to this business for 18 months. Is you saying, I'm going to stay committed for this business. I used to have a contract, and I used to have people sign a contract to commit for 18 months. But now, it's not being committed to me. It's being committed to your why. It's being committed to your why. Not yourself. Not myself. But your why. So how are you going to set this goal? I am so happy and grateful now that I committed to the I Am Mastery Academy for 18 months and was able to accomplish my why. I wouldn't write my why, I would write down what your why is. I was able to accomplish retiring my mom. Hold on, my AirPod fell. You hear me? Do you guys hear me? My AirPod. Okay, cool. 18-month goal is just you accomplishing your why. It's just you saying, I'm staying committed for this business for 18 months. If you play a sport and you're not the player that you want to be in 30 days, are you going to quit? No. You know that in the sport, it takes time to become great. You're not going to be amazing in 30 days. It takes years and years and years and years. I played soccer. It took me 8 to 10 years of playing every single day to play professional in Argentina. I had to. It took time. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take 18 months to retire your why in this business, to accomplish your why in this business. It's gonna take you 18 months of being committed to the process. Right? So, went over the why, went over the goals. Now, the last thing I'm going to go over, actually, I have two more things. The next thing I'm going to go over is the list. Is your list. So, number 3 is your list. And you always need 2 sheets of paper when you're doing this launch, because you have your launch, and then the next page is going to be your actual list. But here you can take notes on the list. So what I want you to write down is, the bigger your list will be, the bigger your business. The bigger your list is the bigger your business. If you write a list of 20 people, you're cutting yourself short. When I came into this business, I wrote a list of 300 people. What I'm going to tell you guys is, if you want to go chairman, by today, in the next 15 to 30 minutes, you're going to create a list of 200 people. If you write a list of 20 people and one person tells you no, you're training your conscious, your subconscious mind that you only have 19 other people to call. And you're putting yourself in a position where you need people and you don't need people. People need you. Don't ever get it twisted. People are looking for you for this blessing. People are looking for you to change their life. People are looking for you to retire their mom. People are looking for you to make a 6-figure income. But if you put a 20-person list, you're looking for people. People aren't looking for you. Because if you make a 200-person list and one person tells you no, you know, okay, cool, I have 199 other people to talk to. Bye. I have 199 other people to talk to. Bye. I would walk around with my list, 200, 300 people, 400 people, and every single presentation that I did, I would sit down and I say, if you don't join, I have 199 other people that are going to join my business. Do you want to come in before them or after them? And people will look at me stupid. How do I get started? Here's my debit card. It's called fear of loss. People want what they can't have. So you want to create in the next 15 to 20 minutes a 200 minimum person list. Sit down with your mentor. I know some of you guys that are at the Airbnb in West Palm. Sit down with your mentor and don't leave your mentor until that list is done. 200 people. In your first 72 hours, you want to create an event with your mentor with 10 to 15 people at the event. You want, if it's an in-person event or if it's a Zoom, 10 to 15 people with your mentor. The bigger the list will be the bigger your business. Right? So the last thing I'm going to cover is very simple, is the invite. I'm going to talk to you guys about tips that you guys need to become the perfect inviter. But you see, the skill that pays the most money in this industry is not being the best speaker, not being the best presenter, not being the best closer, not being the best good looking. It's simply the best inviter. That's it. The person that can put the most butts in seats is the person that's going to make the most money. The person who's going to put the most butts in Zoom calls is going to be the person that makes the most money. Because our job is to work for you. Our job is to close them for you. Our job is to get them in the system for you.
Your job is just to have them say yes or no. That's it. Your job is just to have people tell you, I'm all in or I'm not in. The best inviters make the most money. Guys, promoters make the most money. Floyd Mayweather's promoter makes more money than Floyd Mayweather. He's the one who puts the butts in seats for Floyd. Be the biggest promoter. Be the person that puts the most butts in seats. So the tips that I'm going to give you, and then I'm going to go ahead and send Big E a good invite script video by Austin Gonzi and Matt Rosa. So that way you guys can watch the script. But that, to me, that's not the most important part. The most important part are the tips that I'm going to give you right now on how to invite. Because the script is just something you're going to follow. It's not something, it's just a step-by-step thing. You just follow the script. But the tips are the most important part. You have to be these 3 tips in order for you to have a great invite, in order for you to continue mastering the invite. The first tip that I'm going to give you guys is be excited. Be excited. You're not going to call someone with low energy. You want to call someone with very high energy. You're going to call someone like you just won the lottery. How are you going to call your friend? How are you going to call your list if you just won the lottery? Or better yet, how do you call your friends if you know there's a party of the year and you want to get your friends there? You're gonna call them excited. You're gonna call you like, hey, bro, you can't miss this. Like, this is the party of the year. You know, the girls are gonna be there. The DJ's gonna be there. Like, you gotta be here. That type of energy is the type of energy you need to make the calls with. You just won the lottery, okay? How would you call someone if you just made $1 million? How would you call someone if you knew you were getting $1,000 for every single call that you made? If Wahab said, I'm going to give you $1,000 for every call you make, how would you be producing those calls? The $1,000 won't be made by the compensation plan. But how would you be calling right now? That's the first step, is being excited. Step number 2 is be yourself. Be yourself. You need to be yourself. You're not selling anything, you're impacting. You're not selling anything, you're helping. You're not selling anything, you're leading. You're not selling anything, you're serving. So be yourself. You're not selling anything. I don't need to sell. People join me every single day. Remember, they don't join the I Am Mastery Academy, they join you. So if you're not yourself, why are they going to join you? Don't be a robot. Don't be a selling machine. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. The next step after that is own the conversation. Be convicted. That's probably even a better one. Is have conviction when you're calling. It's just like a girl. If you're just trying to, like, you know, you walk into a club and you see a girl in the club, or you walk into a bar, you see a car. How are you going to go up to the girl? With conviction? Or are you going to go up to them like, hey, how are you? You know, my name's Anthony. Yeah, you know, you have a really pretty smile. No, you're going to be convicted. You're going to have conviction because girls love conviction. So it's the same thing with this. If you don't have conviction, why will someone join you in this business? If you don't own the conversation, why is someone going to join your business? You don't need to know the information. You need to have them see the information. You're not the information, you're the invitation. And then the very last tip is just don't overtalk. Talk for 2 minutes and get it done. I would time myself every single day. Every single day I would time myself. Every single call, time myself. If I talk for more than 2 minutes, I was talking too much. I was talking too much. If you're past 2 minutes, you're giving them too much information. You're not the information, you're the invitation. Be the perfect inviter and the money will come. The number one skill that gets you paid is the invitation. I'm going to send Big E a video on the script on what it is that you follow, but the tips that I gave you are 100 times more powerful. Because people buy into you, they don't buy into I Am Master Academy. People buy into you. People join you. People are looking for you. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pass it right back to the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Chairman Wahab. So guys, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys took notes. If you guys took notes, if you guys got value from this, drop some 111s on the chat box. If you guys are excited to really launch your business right now, if you guys are ready to go chairman, let's drop some 111s on the chat box. If you guys are ready, to go chairman, guys, let's give it right back to Wahab. Let's bring some energy onto this call. Some 111s, 111s, 111s. And with that being said, Mr. Wahab, I'll pass it right back to you.
Wow, man. Like, I've been here 6 months, guys, and every time I hear this lunch call, every time I hear anything from Anthony, it hits me. It's like I'm getting new information every time. So appreciate you, bro. Like, that was really powerful, guys. I hope you really understood what's happening in the game in a bigger level right now. Successful people, they aren't born with success like right away, right? They become successful by just establishing the habit of doing things unsuccessful people don't like to do, right? So for instance, like reading, meditating, waking up early, etc., right? So successful people, man, like they like to do those kind of stuff. They don't like to do them, they just get on it, right? They get with it. You must observe the masses and do the opposite. That's what I would tell you, right? So the secret to success is in your routine and your habits. You get rid of those distractions. There we go. You have a better habit, better schedule all day, every day, right? So motivation is what gets you to start, but habit is what keeps you going. Let's put it like that, guys. All right. So motivation is just a feeling, guys. It's just something that you feel. You can feel motivated right now. Right after you're done with this call, you're not doing anything else. So you gotta focus like a laser on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish in this call, what do you want to accomplish in this business, right? So let's create those habits. The quality of our life is created by the quality of our habits, right? So I want you to take a close look at the successful people around you and what's their habits like, what's their working habits like, how their what's the routine is like, the routine and the habits are the foundation that create you. When you fall into your foundation and then you're able to go back up quickly. But if you don't have a foundation for yourself, when you fall the way, all the way to the bottom, which is difficult to go back up, right? So guys, focus about your foundation, right? Let's have those vibe checks every time. Let's have let's sacrifice. Let's just sacrifice. Let's sacrifice, a little bit to have a lot. But don't sacrifice your happiness. That's not what I'm saying. Sacrifice the little things that makes you comfortable so you can achieve the things that you want. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit time, a little bit effort, a little bit focus. That's it. That little bit by little bit will compound at the end. So I appreciate you being on this call, guys. That's pretty much it. That lunch call. There is more videos to watch. I'm going to send you guys those videos. Mr. Big E will also send you a couple of videos. The power is in the videos. So watch those videos and then hit me up. Let's go to the next move. All right, guys? So take care. God bless you. Have a great day, guys. Peace.